we talked about the show the other day with Jason Goolsby about officiating. He does basketball and about the need for officials in our area. Well, one man is trying to curb that and stop it, and he joins us now. It's a very dear friend of mine, a special guy. He's Coach Greg Wyant, athletic director, Siegel High School. Coach, thanks for doing this. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you having me on, man. You're a special man.
We love high school football, and we know there's a critical shortage right now of officials, and you're trying to stop this. What exactly do you want to do, and are you trying to do?
Well, and when I approached this, and I actually stole the idea. It's not really my idea. I just kind of borrowed it, which most ideas are. But anyway, as an old football coach, and I coached for 27 years, we always complain about officials, and it's getting very critical, as you've talked about on your show. Us as football coaches and football programs need to really try to start giving back to getting officials into the fold again, and trying to get new blood in. So what we did was, in our county, and I reached out to all the coaches in Rutherford County, and I asked them, what we wanted to do was we wanted to scholarship new officials. So if there's a young guy that's out there that wants to get into officiating, it's going to cost him about $350 with officials fees, with association fees, and just to get the gear to start his first ball game. So what we've done is in Rutherford County is we've talked to all the coaches, and each one of the coaches and programs in our county is willing to help get a new official or a young official into our association here in the north central part of Middle Tennessee by being able to pay that scholarship for him, scholarship him that money. We've got with our school system, and we've worked out a way to do this. A lot of our coaches, we have 12 programs in our county that have agreed to do this. So in a perfect world, if we're able to get 12 new officials on the field, well, that's 2 new crews for every Friday night. So we're upping the amount of people just in our region. My challenge is to anybody across the state, and I've had people reach out in the last 2 days. We started this 2 days ago. One of my childhood friends that's actually an official up in Knoxville, Tennessee, reached out to me, and one of the coaches that used to coach for me here at Siegel is a head coach up there in Knoxville now, and I got those two together, and hopefully they're going to take over up there. I've got a planned call with a basketball coach down in Chattanooga today at some point in time to discuss this. And then yesterday we had our first guy reach out to me. And so we've got, 1 day, 1 official. And if we can keep that up, between now and hopefully June, that would be great. It'd be a perfect world if we could in Rutherford County, if we could give out all 12 of our scholarships. That would be a perfect world.
Have you coached a long time. Has it ever been this critical for officials that we all need to see and have?
Not in my 27 years of coaching. It never was. There's a lot of things that go into that. And I think being a football official is probably different than being a basketball official or a volleyball official. There's a little bit of a buffer between you and the crowd. Sometimes about the only yelling you hear is from coaches, and usually if coaches are around long enough, they develop relationships with the officials that are in their association because they see them every Friday night. So that's a good thing. So being a football official is a little bit different. You don't hear as much as the berating from the crowd and things like that, which is getting out of hand. And that ultimately comes back to the individual who's in the crowd. And, there's 3 roles you can play in a ball game, in any ball game. You can be a fan, you can be a player, or you can be an official. But you can't do all 3. And a lot of people that sit up in the stands feel like they can coach and officiate, and they can't. You can't do that. And if you want to do that, then you need to go sign up to be an official, or you need to go sign up to be a coach.
Oh, that's hilarious, Coach. All right. So the information, just one, because that thing, if I wanted to do something like that, I'm a 53-year-old man, but I wouldn't even know where to start to go to become an official. But you guys will walk these college students through every step of the way.
Yeah, we'll get them in touch with the head of our official association here, and then we'll let Ken Melton, who is our head association guy here. We'll get him in touch with them, and they'll help walk them through the process of when their meetings are, what the registration fees are, when they can start, and all of those things. So, and we're not really even looking for college students. We're looking for somebody that really just wants to give back to the community, no matter what the age is. We're targeting young guys because we're looking for guys that are going to be in it for the long haul. And so, that's kind of our target audience. Actually, my son reached out to me. He's moving back to the Middle Tennessee area. He's 30 years old, and he said, hey, it may be something I might be interested in doing. So we're looking for anybody that's willing to give back to the community. It's a paid community service position, to be honest with you. The money is decent. The camaraderie and the relationships that you can make doing this will last a lifetime. I'm an athletic director now, and I see officials all the time, all over the place, and I still have relationships with them. Those are great things to have.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is this, and you cleared it up for me about, this is not just for college students, but if somebody wants to do this and get in and be an official, any age, you need officials, but you need them to have passion to do this, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're looking for people. There might be somebody out there that never played football, but that loves football, and would like to try to find a way to get involved. This is a great way to get involved, but yes, I think you have to have a passion for it. I think it has to be something that you really enjoy to get anything out of.
Coach, I know it was critical, but when the TSSA comes out and says every high school must play a Thursday night game because of officiating and there's not enough officials, that really hit me hard, because I'm thinking, man, this is getting really, really deep now, because there's not a lot of officials, and schools had moved to Thursday night. Friday night's always been a great night for football, and you see the need for that. So I'm so glad you started this.
Well, it's just an idea. And if people will get on board and buy into it, then it can be a great idea. Our game is under attack in a lot of different directions. The concussions, we're having a hard time hiring coaches now, Joe. It's a hard time. It's at the high school level and the middle school level, we're having a hard time getting teachers into the building, much less coaches. And then the official level. So, the game's being attacked in a lot of different directions. And I think it's time for us coaches to try to do something to try to give back in a different area than we're used to doing.
I love it. Again, here's what I got off your Twitter account. If you're a college student or anybody interested in officiating football, they got you covered. Pay registration fees, uniform costs. Reach out to Coach Greg Wyant. There's your email, or get you on Twitter at Coach_Wyant on there. You know how much I think about you. I'd come do it in a heartbeat if I had the time, and we'll keep promoting it, Coach, and getting the word out there. And hopefully you get 12 and you get 2 more crews and everything gets kind of back to normal.
Joe, I can't appreciate you and your passion for high school sports in our area. It's unprecedented with anybody in the media around here, and we greatly appreciate it. I promise you that.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. We'll talk soon.
All right, buddy.
All right, that's Coach Greg Wyant, athletic director at Siegel High School down in Rutherford County, and we've talked about the critical shortage for referees. And I love when people take initiative and try to attack what's going on. He's certainly doing that.